Coach, a little time off from actual game action. How'd you guys rest up, heal up, that kind of thing?
You know, it's been an interesting 10 days. You know, I think when you get into finals, you give them a couple of days, do some conditioning, and now you're trying to, you know, to restart it. I think they're tired of practicing against themselves. I think they're excited to get back into playing some games, and it will come fast and furious now because you end up playing Wednesday, come back, you know, get back late Wednesday night or Thursday morning early, and you fly to Green Bay on Thursday, and then you play them and you get back, and then you have another game. So we went from a 10-day break to an NBA schedule.
What are you most looking for as you embark on this tough stretch of game, a lot of games in a short period of time? What are you most looking for from your guys?
You know, keep improving, play better. I think the encouraging thing for us is that other than the Xavier game, you know, we've been in that last media timeout with an opportunity to win all of those. The discouraging part is our turnovers and the fact that we haven't given ourselves a chance to win those games. We've talked a lot about self-inflicted wounds that we've put on ourselves and have taken this break to try to, you know, clean up some of those kind of mistakes.
Coach, what do you have to do to keep guys motivated and rested during a long stretch like that? This one that's coming up.
I don't know. That's that meant, you know, we work hard and get after it. If they have to be, you know, motivated to play basketball, then they're not my kind of guys. So.
Coach, are you comfortable with now the rotation? You've now played a chunk of the schedule now in terms of your guys and guys fitting into roles that maybe you didn't know coming in as we play games. You figured that stuff out.
You know, Chad, that's a good question because it's still for me not kind of clear. One of the concerns that I think this first 8 games have shown is some inconsistency that I'm not very pleased with. You know, we need to get more consistent play out of our two positions, out of our two-guard position, which is 2 positions, or 2 guys, I should say. And we got to get more consistent play out of our 3, which again is 2 different guys. So, you know, I haven't been really pleased to some degree with our consistency of play. And for us to go where we want to go and to finish games, we've got to get more consistent out of that kind of stuff. So I think we've played a lot of guys. I think we've played a lot of minutes to a lot of guys. And I believe that they have to become more productive.
Tell us a little bit about St. Francis and the challenges that they present to you.
Oh, they're very good at home. We obviously lost to them last year here in a really close, hard-winning game, and now we go to their place where they've won 2 in a row at home. Over time, they have been extremely tough to beat in their building. And that goes to show by the fact that they beat Wagner and Mount St. Mary's, 2 teams that were picked ahead of them in the conference. So they're 2-0 in conference play. So it'll be a challenge for us.
What about their talent and skill level as opposed to the impact of their building? How do you match up?
I mean, you know, they've got a kid in the Sweetney kid that's I think as good as anybody in our league. I think he's a lot like Todd Brown. They have a transfer from Long Beach State that's a very, very good basketball player, and then they've got some young kids. So they're not. They haven't won games at home just because it's their home building. They've won games at home because they do have talent, and some of their upperclassmen have really carried them during this early part of this year.
Coach, what can you say about Green Bay? And you know they play pretty well at home as well, and they're a tough team in conference.
I mean, you know, Green Bay is, you know, has probably been the surprise of our league right now. Obviously, everybody's talking about that win against Wisconsin, but they're a very, very tough team to beat in their building. We have never played well up there. I think out of my time, we've played one really good game up there. So, you know, you got your hands full. And for us to have to play, you know, guys, we're in that stretch now that when you get to the Green Bay game that, you know, that you've played 6 out of 7 on the road, and I've done my best to try to keep my mind during that stretch and keep our focus on positive things. Anytime that you're 6 out of 7 on the road, that's not an easy way to kind of find yourself and get your confidence back and do the things that you need to do. So they're a very, very, very good basketball team. They shoot the ball well. And then in this conference, if you can consistently post 70 to 75 points a night, you're going to be in the W column a ton because of the good defense that's in this league. So we've got our work cut out. We've got our work cut out this week. Not only in the fact that you're going to end up playing up there, but getting there. Obviously you're playing Wednesday night, and then you got to get all the way to Green Bay. And hopefully you get a good weather for a couple of days. You might not be out of there for a month. I mean, it's conceivable.
Was the last 10 days? Can you compare it to preseason almost?
Yeah, good question. We went back to some extreme basics. I mean, they're dragging right now a little bit because we've been back on some physical play and practice and box out drills and defensive stance and all the stuff that we did in that. A lot of the stuff we did in that first 2 weeks. Just to get back to some good basketball fundamentals. And if you talk with them, they're dying to get out from underneath me. They want to go play. I mean, they're not. They're looking at the practice plan before practice, catching a peek, saying, "Oh no."